Hi, how are you both today?
Great.
Doing well.
I love the film, so I wanted to start with you, Edmund. Your character is quite horrible, especially in how he treats Laura. So I was wondering, how do you prepare for this role, and what was your experience like portraying this character and connecting with him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's sort of the bad guy, but I guess I had to be able to see past that and empathize with him best that I could. Um, I think that he's obviously does some pretty narcissistic and horribly selfish things, but what I've said before, and I think this is true, is that I had to see past what he does to Laura and just try to identify with how he was just trying to move his career along the whole time. He's just, and he's like a lot of New Yorkers in that way. He's incredibly ambitious and he's a career focused person. And so for him, everything had to do with the play and the success of the play, and anything that stood in the way of that, including Laura, had to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. And Kayla, as both an actor and a producer on this film, how did you manage both the roles? And did your involvement as a producer influence your performance as an actor?
Yeah, making an indie film is really intense. Producing one on your body and your mind. Luckily, my character is also like has a lot of tension and is in a lot of pain. So it was kind of an easy transition to pop into her. But it's kind of like two different parts of your brain that you have to switch back and forth and back and forth, knowing how much time you have to get the shot and then having to nail the shot in that amount of time. It's just a really unique kind of challenge. But I think everybody who runs towards producing indie films really likes challenges. So despite it being so hard, I really loved it. It was psychotic, and I like that stuff.
You
Great.
both did amazing. And what was it like getting to work with Melissa, as she has done other projects like horror films like Scream? And did you learn anything from watching her on set?
Edmund, you want to take that?
Yeah, Melissa's great to work with. She's so game and such a team player. It's interesting because so much of what I guess there's some horror. My character definitely, without giving anything away, definitely engages with the horror elements of it, of the movie. But I felt in making it that we were making a rom-com more frequently than I did a horror movie. So a lot of what Melissa and I were doing together was more in that genre. It felt like. But Melissa's great. She's so great to work with.
I felt really lucky being a producer on this because I feel like sometimes, I was playing her best friend, her childhood best friend of so many years. And oftentimes when you're just acting in something, you get thrown in and you have to sort of speed up the nature of the relationship and find like the depth and the history. And because I got to watch her on camera every day on set and be around her as a producer, we really got to be close, and our dynamic felt really personal. And so we just kind of brought that to our scenes, which was really fun and unique.
That's cool. And I have a bit of a funny question. If either of you had a pet monster or a monster you lived with, what would you do with them? Or would you go around scaring your enemies?
That's so fun. I'm thinking, I think I would do it to be funny. Like that just feels really fun to me. Like the idea of having someone behind me that scares my friends just so I could laugh, which is definitely selfish, but we're talking about Mazie, so that feels right.
I kind of like all the stuff that happens in the house in the movie, like not that I would, want to keep the monster totally outside of, but maybe I would. I like the confidant at home kind of therapist, best friend thing, and to have someone who just like is always there for you and is, I think that I would want those aspects of this. Not dissimilar to the movie. Yeah.
That was a sweeter answer than mine, wasn't it, Edmund? That was nice, wasn't it?
I'm the one who has to be the villain all the time.
Okay, fine.
I
You're
have
right.
to I have to be able to also identify with my
Fine.
Well, thank you for chatting with me. I love the film. You are both very talented actors, and I hope to see you in more projects in the future. And I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Package for Laura Franco?
Do you mind if I really need a hug right now.
I don't know if I'm... Oh,
I really needed this.
He broke up with me.
And now my life is over.
I know it sucks. Eat some pie,
I'm disgusting.
sleep, and don't cry. Don't cry.
Hello?
What's up? You got 2 weeks. After that, you're out of here. You pack your bags and get out.
What'd you do last night?
I read. I went over lines.
Play a different song.
But something really weird is happening at home.
Someone's annoying right now.
Can we talk about it?
I can't. I gotta go to karate. I love you so much.
You two know each other?
No. Yes.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
We're together for 5 years and I just messed it all up.
The prick broke up with you when you were in the hospital.
I can't do it. I need time for me.
I could threaten to eat him if that would help. I mean, I could eat him. It would literally take me like 2 seconds.
There's this Halloween party and maybe you'd like to come with me.
Are you asking me out on a date?
No.
Well, I'm not gonna leave the house.
Fine.
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 I saw you with her, but for some reason, I still love you, and I don't want you anymore.
He doesn't love you the way you deserve to be loved.
What do you know about how I deserve to be loved? Look at me!
I'm looking at you.
Look!
From this angle, I can see your back and your face simultaneously. That's how much I'm looking at you.
I'm a mess!
No, you're not.
I'm a disaster!
Oh.